What if everything we thought we knew about human civilization was wrong? What if our ancestors were capable of complex architectural achievements thousands of years before we thought possible? Buried under a hill in southeastern Turkey lay a secret that would rewrite human history. A temple complex so old, so impossibly sophisticated, that when archaeologists discovered it, they were forced to question everything about the timeline of human civilization. Göbekli Tepe, who built this 12,000-year-old temple? Welcome back to the Story Weaver channel. Today, we're exploring one of archaeology's most profound mysteries, Göbekli Tepe, a 12,000-year-old temple that predates Stonehenge by 7,000 years, and the Egyptian pyramids by 7,500 years. Before we journey back to the dawn of civilization, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell to join us on more explorations into history's greatest enigmas. And if this video changes how you think about ancient history, smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. For centuries, local shepherds in southeastern Turkey noticed strange stones protruding from a hill they called Göbekli Tepe, meaning potbelly hill in Turkish. But no one suspected what lay beneath. In 1994, German archaeologist Klaus Schmidt was conducting a survey of the region when something caught his eye. Previous archaeologists had dismissed the site as a medieval cemetery, but Schmidt had a hunch there was something more. What he found when he began digging would shake the foundations of archaeology. Buried under layers of deliberately backfilled earth were massive stone pillars arranged in circles, not built by medieval farmers, not built by Bronze Age civilizations, but by Stone Age hunter-gatherers nearly 12,000 years ago. This wasn't supposed to be possible. According to the established narrative, humans at this time were primitive nomads, following herds and gathering wild plants. They weren't supposed to be capable of organizing the labor force needed to carve, transport, and erect stone pillars weighing up to 20 tons. To put this in perspective, Göbekli Tepe was built roughly 7,000 years before Stonehenge, 7,500 years before the Great Pyramid of Giza, and 6,500 years before the invention of writing. It predates pottery, metallurgy, the wheel, and even farming itself. Schmidt would spend the rest of his life excavating the site until his death in 2014. His work revealed that what we've uncovered so far may only be 5% of what remains buried. Göbekli Tepe is rewriting the story of human civilization, and we've only read the first chapter. So what exactly is Göbekli Tepe? The site consists of at least 20 circular enclosures, though only a handful have been excavated so far. Each circle contains T-shaped limestone pillars, arranged around two larger central pillars. These pillars aren't just structural elements. They're massive works of art. Standing up to 18 feet tall and weighing as much as 20 tons, many are decorated with intricate relief carvings of wild animals, birds, insects, and abstract symbols. The craftsmanship is extraordinary. Using nothing but stone tools, these ancient artisans created detailed depictions of foxes, bulls, snakes, scorpions, spiders, and birds. The precision suggests these weren't random decorations, but carried specific symbolic meaning. The circles appear to have been built in sequence over a period of approximately 1,500 years, with older circles carefully backfilled before new ones were constructed. This means the site was in continuous use and development for over a millennium. The enclosures show evidence of sophisticated architectural planning, with some researchers suggesting the arrangement may have astronomical significance, possibly aligning with certain stars or celestial events. This pillar, known as the vulture stone, has been interpreted by some researchers as depicting astronomical events using animal symbols. Could this be one of humanity's earliest star maps? The debate continues to this day. What's clear is that the people who built Göbekli Tepe possessed not only engineering skills, but artistic vision and symbolic thinking far beyond what we previously attributed to Stone Age humans. So who were these mysterious builders? And how did hunter-gatherers, supposedly living in small nomadic bands, organize themselves to create something of this scale? According to Klaus Schmidt, Göbekli Tepe was built by hunter-gatherers who were in the process of transitioning to a more settled existence. The traditional view has been that humans settled down because they invented agriculture. But Göbekli Tepe suggests something profound. Perhaps it was religion, not farming, that first brought humans together in large communities. Building these structures would have required hundreds of workers coordinating their efforts. Stone pillars weighing tons had to be quarried, carved and transported without the use of wheels, metal tools or beasts of burden. This level of cooperation suggests a complex social organization that wasn't supposed to exist at this time. But why build such a massive complex? Göbekli Tepe contains no evidence of permanent habitation, no houses, no cooking hearths, no trash pits filled with domestic waste. This wasn't a settlement. Schmidt described it as a cathedral on a hill, suggesting it was primarily a ritual center. The site contains massive deposits of animal bones, primarily from wild game, suggesting large communal feasts. These may have been part of rituals that brought different hunter-gatherer groups together at specific times, possibly coordinated with celestial events. Perhaps most intriguing are the T-shaped pillars themselves. Many archaeologists believe they're stylized human figures. The T represents a human head in profile, and some pillars have arms carved on their sides, along with belts and loincloths. If these pillars represent people, perhaps ancestors or deities, then Göbekli Tepe may have been a place where the living communed with the dead or with supernatural forces. It may have served as a center for a regional cult that united otherwise separate groups. Whatever its purpose, Göbekli Tepe suggests that our ancestors were driven by spiritual and intellectual needs, just as much as by material ones, a profound insight into the mind of Stone Age humanity. The implications of Göbekli Tepe for our understanding of human history are revolutionary. For decades, archaeologists believed in what's known as the Neolithic Revolution, the idea that humans first settled down to farm, which then led to villages, towns, complex society, and eventually temples and monuments. But Göbekli Tepe flips this narrative on its head. Here we have a monumental ritual complex built by hunter-gatherers before the widespread adoption of agriculture. As Schmidt famously put it, first came the temple, then the city. Fascinatingly, the earliest evidence of domesticated wheat comes from just a few miles away from Göbekli Tepe and dates to roughly the same period. This suggests that the massive cooperative effort required to build the temple and the need to feed the workers may have been the catalyst that pushed humans toward farming. Göbekli Tepe has sparked a revolution in archaeology. leading researchers to re-examine other ancient sites and consider the possibility that complex symbolic thinking and social organization emerged much earlier than previously thought. It forces us to question our assumptions about primitive peoples and recognize that our ancestors were far more sophisticated than we've given them credit for. The line between civilized and uncivilized is far blurrier than we once believed. Despite decades of excavation, Göbekli Tepe remains shrouded in mystery. We still don't know exactly who built it, how they organized their society, or what specific beliefs their rituals reflected. The meaning of many symbols carved into the pillars remains elusive. What did the fox represent to these people? Why are there so many dangerous animals depicted? Snakes, scorpions and predators. Was this a way of controlling feared creatures through symbolic representation? Some carvings, like this headless human figure, hint at darker rituals. Archaeological evidence suggests that human skulls may have been displayed at the site, raising questions about possible skull cults or ancestor worship. Perhaps most puzzling is why, after 1,500 years of continuous use and expansion, Göbekli Tepe was deliberately buried. Around 8000 BCE, the circles were carefully filled in with debris and soil, preserving them but hiding them from view for 10,000 years. Was this burial ritual part of changing religious practices? Did new beliefs replace old ones? Or was there some cataclysmic event that caused the builders to abandon their sacred site? The answer remains hidden beneath the layers of time. Göbekli Tepe stands as a humbling monument to human potential. It reminds us that our journey as a species hasn't been a simple linear progression from primitive to advanced. Our ancestors 12,000 years ago, people who had never seen a written word, who had no metal tools, who had yet to invent the wheel or pottery, were capable of imagining and creating monuments that would stand for millennia. And what we've uncovered so far may just be the beginning. Ground-penetrating radar suggests at least 16 more enclosures remain buried, each potentially holding new clues to this ancient mystery. What do you think drove our ancestors to create such a massive monument? Was it religious devotion, astronomical knowledge, or something else entirely? Let me know your theories in the comments below. If you found this exploration into our distant past fascinating, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to join us on more journeys into history's greatest mysteries. Next week, we'll be exploring the enigmatic Nazca lines of Peru. Massive geoglyphs that can only be fully appreciated from the sky, created by a civilization with no known flying technology. Until then, keep questioning the past and looking for answers in the most unexpected places. Thanks for watching.